All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth, and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Real quick, this is going to be a correction video for Daniel chapter 11 verse 5. I had misspoke, on a certain character, that's within Daniel 11 verse 5. And this is a correction video to correct that mistake, and once again, Salakia, on my part. All right, this is Daniel 11 and 5. It says, "And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him, and have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion." All right, and the king of the south, was Ptolemy, which I spoke correctly on that. Okay, but when it comes to the second part, and one of his princes, okay, and he shall be strong above him and have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion. I spoke earlier and said there was one of Ptolemy's son, Philadelphus. Okay, but that was speaking of, all right, Seleucus the first. All right, Nicator. All right, and we're gonna read just a little piece of history, to confirm that. And when you read this verse in the NLT, all right, the king of the south will increase in power. Okay, but one of his own officials will become more powerful than he, and he will rule his kingdom, okay, with great strength. And when it says his kingdom, it's talking about a separate kingdom than the Ptolemaic kingdom. It's talking about the Seleucid kingdom, okay, because it said one of his officials, because prince is another word for ruler, or or a chief or a leader, okay. And all these men, okay, that were scrambling over Alexander's empire were all, generals and high-ranking, captains. You know, they was pretty much leaders, okay, of this Greek, military, okay. And this is Seleucus the first. He's one of those officials, that would, carve out a major part of Alexander's empire, which we're gonna show real quick. Now, before we get the map, just real quick. So you go into Seleucus first, Nicator. All right, it says was a Macedonian Greek general officer. You see, was a Macedonian Greek general officer and successor of Alexander the Great, who went on to found the eponymous Seleucid Empire. All right, led by the Seleucid dynasty. Initially a secondary player, all right, initially a secondary player in the power struggle following Alexander's death, Seleucus rose to become the total ruler of Asia Minor, Syria, Macedonia, and the Iranian plateau, assuming the title of Basileus, okay, or king in the Greek. The Seleucid emperor was one of the major powers of the Hellenistic world until it was overcome by the Roman Republic and Parthian Empire in the late 2nd and early 1st centuries BC. Okay, so this is the man that fulfills, all right, the second part of the prophecy in Daniel 11 and 5. All right, and you look at, okay, what he was able to carve out. This is the yellow, all right, which is the Seleucid Empire. All right, and then you come over, all right, you see the purple, all right, that's Egypt, all right, that's the king of the south, the Ptolemaic Empire. All right, Egypt, a slither of northern Africa. Okay, and then you had Lysimachus and Cassandra over here, to the west. All right, but you see, his empire compared to theirs. Okay, and he was, one of those generals, an official. Okay, they came, into great dominion. Okay, so just to read it again and drive home the point. Like I said, it's just a correction, video. And I say Salaki again on my behalf. It's Daniel 11:5. It says the king of the south will increase in power. All right, Ptolemy. All right, Soter. All right, but one of his own officials, okay, or like his fellow, you know, general, they was because they was all together under Alexander. It says one of his own officials will become more powerful than he and will rule his kingdom with great strength. Okay, because the Seleucid Empire, you know, they was more active, and they ruled greater than the Ptolemaic as far as how they dominated their region. So that's the correction. Lord will was edifying. Salaki again on my part. A Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom.